Have you ever had a side character in a video game that you got really interested in and just really took to as a person? Well, I have. For me, that would be Anelace Elfead from Trails in the Sky, a character that I am a massive simp for, secretly of course. But there's just one problem with Anelace, and that's that she is so fucking underutilized by the series. That motherfucker Kondo will give literal NPCs more screen time than Anelace. An act that I find to be just a teeny tiny bit disagreeable. Just a tiny pinch. So who is Anelace Elfead? She is a recurring side character in Trails in the Sky and its various sequels, a newly appointed senior bracer that is a little bit older than Estelle and Joshua, but just young enough to kind of be their peer. I'd equate their relationship to something like an upperclassman in a high school and an underclassman kind of socializing and interacting with each other. So now you're probably wondering, well, Jade Man, why the fuck are you so obsessed with this random side girl? She's not just a random side girl. She's Anelace. She's cute. She's got this happy-go-lucky, Genki personality. She's cute. She's also super strong and one of the very first practitioners of the 8 leaves 1 blade style of fighting. She's cute. Wait, I already said that. But you get the point. She's adorable. As I mentioned before, she plays a really interesting role as a sort of peer / rival for Estelle. Somebody she can kind of grow with, because most of the other characters that Estelle is kind of surrounded by throughout Trails in the Sky and Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter are people older or more experienced than her. It's all people commenting on her abilities and comparing her to her dad and all sorts of other shit. But with Anelace, she can kind of just be herself and kind of interact with a friend, you know? It's a very interesting girls being girls kind of dynamic that you don't see as much in the game, and you really get a hard glimpse of what it would be like if she was more present in the story in the very beginning of 2nd chapter, when Anelace and Estelle are at the Bracer training camp. It's just really fun to see two characters that are really so much on the same wavelength. They really do share a brain cell whenever they are together on screen, and it's just kind of fun to watch. Anelace is also the main character's sort of connection to the other liberal bracers that are not the major ones, like Agate and Shahrazad. You get a very strong dose of those two individually through chapters in the story that really give you an idea of their personality, who they are, and their connection to Estelle's father, Cassius Bright, but you don't get as much about the other bracers, the other adult bracers in Liberal. And Anelace is kind of the bridge that connects them to Estelle and Joshua, which I think is extremely fascinating. And in a sense, they kind of share a very similar dynamic to Estelle's relationship with Shahrazad and Agate. In a sense, Anelace is the other Liberal bracers' Estelle, basically. She's like the Estelle before Estelle for everyone else. And this point especially sticks when you remember who her grandfather is. Anelace Elfead is the granddaughter of Yun Ka Fai, a really important character in the grand scheme of Kiseki. His presence and his influence can be felt throughout basically all of the various arcs in the story. He's a pretty important fucking guy because of his invention of the 8 leaves 1 blade fighting style. This is the swords fighting style originally used by Cassius before he started using the staff. It's the sword fighting style used by Richard, one of the major characters in Trails in the Sky. It's the sword fighting style used by Arius in the CrossBell games. The sword fighting style used by the main character of the Cold Steel series, Reen Schorzer. This guy's influence is ridiculous on the entire series because of just how powerful the 8 leaves 1 blade fighting style is. And Anelace, being his granddaughter, a character that was introduced so early in the story, way before we even get to see Yun Ka Fai or any major presence of him, is just a really cool, interesting detail. If they fucking used her more. Anelace is one of the characters that was trained personally by Yun Ka Fai, but she is much weaker than a lot of the other characters in the series who have achieved the highest rank of the fighting style, the Divine Blade rank. But she's also said to be one of the characters with the greatest potential. But we don't really get to see her grow beyond Sky because Mr. Kondo doesn't want to fucking use her for some reason. In Star Door number 5 in Trails in the Sky the Third, we really get to see Anelace like show her stuff, I guess, and sort of show her conviction and strength, and we see Cassius pass on something really important to him. The sword he used when he originally fought with 8 Leaves 1 Blade. And we get these characters, we get Richard and Cassius really fucking gassing her up in this moment, and then we never fucking see her throughout so much of the other games. She's basically like MIA, similar to Kevin, which I really hope that for Calverd they at some point will bring her back, because it makes so much fucking sense, because Yun Ka Fai is from Calverd. We have all the fucking 8 Leaves shit going on. It just makes sense. So I'm very much hoping to see that when I do get around to playing Calverd. But yeah, did I mention that Anelace is so fucking cute? I love her. I am a fucking simp. That's right, I simp for Anelace. Write that down, put that on your fucking social medias. Jade the Scribe, Jade Man, simps for Anelace. Forever, eternally, she is in my heart. Like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.